Last year's trucker convoy was only the most visible symptom of a Canadian society becoming increasingly polarized. Now, Eurasia Group, a New York-based consultancy, is warning its clients that the forces that spawned the protests are likely to continue and intensify in Canada in 2023. And who are Eurasia's clients? Well, some of the world's biggest pension funds and other institutional investors who need to manage risk.
It is worth watching because from an investor's perspective, if it's very difficult to tackle big issues like climate change because of a deepening and widening moat between, roughly speaking, progressives and conservatives in the country, then it's a dicier prospect for investment.
The risks to global peace and security are almost self-evident. Russia's war in Ukraine, an aggressive China, and a defensive Iran that may feel backed into a corner. Meanwhile, the world's citizens are also grappling with inflation and could be dealing with a possible energy crunch and what Eurasia Group calls global water stress. Eurasia Group's Gerald Butts, the former principal secretary to Prime Minister Trudeau, explains.
We see heavily densely populated areas, not just in the places where we Westerners would normally consign those problems to, in coastal East Africa, for instance, equatorial Asia. But you look at what's happening in the Western United States and indeed in Western Canada, we've had a mega drought of historically unprecedented proportions.
Canada is vulnerable to all of those risks, but Eurasia Group is also sounding the alarm about declining trust in traditional media combined with the country's exposure to a hyper-partisan U.S. media environment.
I think the biggest problem that it generates, though, is that there's no agreed-upon set of facts.
Now, all of these factors underline the importance and value of the country's political leaders, federal and provincial, right or left, to reach cross-partisan solutions to manage the risks in what is likely to be a turbulent 2023. Farah.
David Akin in Ottawa. Thank you, David.